Hi, good morning, and welcome to our meditation. Today is the 30th of August. I would like to read in Revelation chapter 1, verse 19. Write, therefore, what you have seen, what is now, and what will take place later. This, therefore, is extremely important here. In some versions, this was taken out, but it makes this text to be a very important text here, because it's going to talk about the thing that John has seen and the things that will take place. And sometimes we focus our attention on the things that are going to take place and we forget the therefore. What is therefore doing here? Therefore is talking about everything that Jesus has shown John in the previous verses, including verse 1 of chapter 1, when he says the revelation from Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show his servant what must soon take place. So it is the revelation of Jesus Christ. The same Jesus Christ is going to say in verse 8, I am the Alpha and the Omega, says the Lord God, who is and who was and is to come, the Almighty. Alpha and Omega here is sometimes said about the Son and other times about the Father. So the Son is saying here that he is God and he's the beginning and the end. And then John's going to have this amazing vision of Christ that he's going to describe by using means that he had in his language and in his days. When he saw his eyes, he thought that they looked like two suns. He's got 7 horns. He's got 7 eyes. So he sees everything. He knows everything. So when you have met a Christ like that, the Christ, the only one, you are not going to look somewhere else. That's the importance here in the book of Revelation. The most important thing is not to know what is going to happen at the end of times, but it's to know who Jesus is. That's the most important thing here. That's why he's saying, write this, therefore. Because we have seen what we have seen, write this. And then you are going to send this, he's going to say, send this letter to the 7 churches. And we are part of those 7 churches because these things are for us as well. When Jesus multiplied bread in John chapter 6, there were, according to John, 5,000 men, and he was probably not counting women and children. But then the next day, Jesus crossed the lake of Galilee to the other side of the lake, and those people followed him. And when they arrived on the other side of the lake, Jesus said, what are you doing here? You came here because I've been multiplying bread, and you came here because you wanted to eat more for free. It's like going to McDonald's or fish and chips for free. And Jesus said, I've got a better bread for you. I am the bread of life. And then he's going to center his message on him. People didn't want that. They thought that Jesus' preaching was too difficult, too hard, and they left. Can you imagine that? Because they were focusing, their faith, their religion was based on what Jesus did, but not on who Jesus was. Not on who Jesus is, because he is the one who was, who is, and is to come. And if it happens to you, it will be a catastrophe. Sooner or later, you are going to abandon faith, because if you base your faith on things, even on miracles, lots of people who were healed by Jesus, they never followed him. Sometimes there were loads of people there, and Jesus healed them all, because he's a merciful God. But they didn't follow him. When he was on the cross, how many people were there? How many people were there? Can you see the importance of knowing who Jesus really is? All the rest of the book of Revelation is important because of who Jesus is. You have seen this, it said, therefore write this, write that. So it is important to know who he is, to follow him fully, to give him your life, your whole life, everything you have, but especially who you really is, to give everything in you to him. So he's going to change you. So it is extremely important to know who Jesus is. And then the rest of the book will be easy to understand, because we're focusing our vision not on things, not on what is going to happen, but in Jesus himself. God bless you.